I think that perception that you are saying, people have start thinking, is Kraft Silicon changing his line of business or what?
Yes.
But I think what people are not understanding and what market is not looking at is banking is changing. Banking transactions is what is now currently matters. So, at some point what we realized is we have all this massive ecosystem on our platform. We have customers connecting to us and transacting, we have utility companies connected, we have banks, mobile operators and many other providers connected to us. But how do we tap in so that we start doing more transactions? And that's when we started doing creating different verticals to that. Things like transport is a vertical. We are also focusing on hospitality. So, the hospitality is going to be the other vertical. Then we also are focusing on health. So, all these verticals are not going to drill down onto the massive payment ecosystem that we have. So, when a driver for little is moving a customer from place A to place B, is doing a financial transaction which is supported by us. He needs to take a loan, for example, that's supported by us. He needs to pay for his insurance, that's supported by us. So, all we are trying to do that is creating different verticals that can increase the transaction that flows through our payment ecosystem. It is not that we have shifted, we are just increasing the way we can do more transactions. Very near, in 3 to 4 months time, we would have a hospitality product that would connect the restaurants and drill down to our payment system, and hopefully by end of this year we would also have Little Life, which is now connecting the health industry, health vertical onto the payment space. We have over 10,000 cabs on the platform, and I have all reason to say that we have about 40% market share. Most of the things that we offer, I think most of the other providers also offer, but we have picked up some very critical and interesting things and tried to put it on little. It's like we are really passionate about what we do. So, we have really fine tuned a certain things. For example, when you hail a cab, hail a little, you have a choice to say what kind of music I want to listen when I am in the cab. So, that gives me 1 point ahead of them. Other things that I can do is I can get free Wi-Fi when I am on little. The other one that we have is we have lady drivers on our cabs. So, a lady, let us say in the evening, late in the evening, if she wants to take a ride, she would prefer to be driven by a lady driver. So, we have specific category for lady drivers, and it also helps. Taxi industry has always been dominated by male drivers. So, we feel that bringing in the concept of lady drivers in there also encourages and gives a bit of a diversity in this industry. So, these are some of the key things, key little differentiators that helps for a rider to decide why to take little, because price of a cab, a price per kilometer, I think is no longer a differentiating factor. More or less everybody is playing around in the same price. So, with this little features that we have, I think we believe that the riders would prefer that. And one very important thing that we are doing, because we came in from the banking sector, what we feel that all our drivers now are agents. So, if you are taking a little cab and you want to do a financial transaction, you want to buy airtime, for example, you can do that on little. You want to pay your bills, you can do that on little. So, our drivers are agents. This is also one of our major differentiating factor from the other competition is the security. What we have done on the app itself, we have given you an SOS button. So, if you feel that your safety is compromised, or you have been followed, or the driver, or anything that you feel that you are not comfortable with, right on the app there is a big button called SOS. When you press that button, you immediately get a security escort within less than 3 minutes, which I think is a key differentiating factor between us and the other operators. And that is on both the sides, because it is not always the rider that is compromised, there are also cases the driver as well. So, we have the security option on both the sides, which makes it very, very safe compared to the other guys. We are working with KK Security. We are a very driver centric company. So, riders are very important for us, but we have realized the fact that the riders are served by the drivers. So, if the drivers are not happy, then obviously the riders are not happy. So, if you look at the offering that we have on our drivers, I think we are the best. In terms of percentages, we are much lesser than the competition. The other good advantage that we have is the drivers have access to his funds at any given point of time. Immediately they complete a ride, they can have access to their funds. While with the other providers, when you take a customer, you have to wait till end of the week to get your money. Here I do a ride, after the ride immediately I can withdraw the money. So, because we are tightly integrated with Safaricom is our partner, so we are we are tightly integrated with Safaricom M-Pesa, and immediately the ride finishes, he just presses a button and the money moves now to his M-Pesa account. That is one. The other one, what we are doing is we are also analyzing, we have an artificial AI engine that runs on our product, artificial intelligence engine that runs on the product, that now helps the driver to get the rating and based on that finance. So, we are today the driver can go to the app and apply for a loan right from the app, and within minutes, just like all the lending products in the market like M-Shori and Timiza from Barclays, we can also get the loan immediately. That is the other one. Our drivers are also able to apply for insurance, and with the insurance also we have a very good package where the normal insurance could be about 4 to 4.5%. Our insurance is about 40% lesser than the market value, and that is also on the app. And all this is dependent on how good the driver is. If the driver is taking care of his customers, he gets more benefit. I think it would be less than 1%. Till Little is capable to be on its own feet, Kraft will still be funding that, Little will be funded by Kraft. But once they spin off, then obviously the people running Little will have their own targets. I mean, they might give targets to become even bigger than Kraft, we do not know. And it's a good match, if you look at it, because Kraft has always been into B2B business. On my platform I have more than 10 million customers I serve, but these customers I do not interact with them directly. These are customers for the customers I serve. While on Little, it's a B2C product, so I actually talk to my consumers directly. Both of them operates in different fashion. The plan has to be different, the strategy has to be different on how you roll it out. But at least it helps us to learn both sides of the coin, because we had never realized. Initially we thought the B2C business was much easier than B2B, but then it's very difficult and different business.